Good afternoon. Welcome to the Cullen Center in Moorhead, Minnesota. Your Moorhead Spuds are set to taking on the West Fargo Stampede in Game 1 of their home tournament. I apologize for the delay. We were having some technical difficulties. We don't have a clock camera right now. Hopefully we'll get that fixed during intermission. West Fargo controls. They're taking it down into the Spud zone. Shot is going to be kicked away by Gilson. Held up along the back wall. Johnson is able to break it free. It comes out right in front of Gilson. Then he's sent over onto the far side boards. Picked up by Ness. Dumped into the West Fargo zone. Cleared out to center to Johnson. Into Everett. Everett tries to send it cross ice. It goes back behind the net. It'll be pushed along by the Stampede. Default to Hanukkah behind the net. Round to the side to Everett. Centering pass. Can't get knocked down by Hendrickson. It comes over to the near side boards. She's able to run it down, hold it in the zone. Hanukkah will get it. Puts a shot on Wilson, who gloves it off to the side. Moorhead zone picked up by Retzer. Held up at the blue line by Steen and Trosen. Now Elizabeth Williamson near side. Dumped into the Moorhead end. We'll end up with Steen along the far side. She's able to bump it out to the neutral zone. Steen backhands it in. It's going to be picked up by Trosen. Spuds are wearing their home orange with the black and white trim. West Fargo is wearing their black with the white trim. And skating right to left on your radio dial, Spuds are going left to right. Van Dam breaks the Moorhead zone, shovels it ahead. It's going to go just wide of Gilson and into the near side corner where it will be picked up by Allmendinger. Around the horn to Strand. Cleared out to center. We sent cross ice to Huber on the near side. She's going to bring it in. Throws the shot on Gilson. Gilson catches it, drops it off to the side. Lee. Ahead to Tibetowski into the zone. 2-on-3. Shot, save made, puck loose in the slot. Shirley with the rebound. That one's going to get blocked of traffic into the far side corner. Held in by Shirley at the far side. She's going to flip it up into the air back behind the net. Handled by the Stampede. They look to clear. It's going to get set cross ice and finally be bounced out to center. Chipped in by Van Dam off of Allmendinger. Sent the length of the ice, touched up by West Fargo. That one goes all the way down and will be picked up by Hockett back behind the West Fargo net. She looks to center it up. It's going to get turned out to the side. Stolen away by Ness. And then cleared out to center by Gimberline. Gimberline, Moorhead zone, near side, down to the corner. He has Oakes and Shirley gets and sends her right back in behind the net. Gimberline. Up the guy, back down into the corner, picked up by Oakes. Pocket near side. Now Shirley. Stolen away by the Stampede. Hassler tries to break it into the zone. Near side Hassler. Fletcher comes in to break it up. 3 Stampede, 3 Spuds, all down on the near side boards fighting for it. We'll end up with Dufault back behind the net. Dufault out to Hockett. Hockett brings it on 1-on-4, tries to chip it ahead. She's going to fight her way all into the corner and have it stolen away by Josephson. Shot from the near side is going to get turned away in traffic and carried out to the neutral zone by Van Dam. Everett is going to be there to strip it away. Hendrickson. Hanukkah, excuse me. Hanukkah, shot to goal! 8:56. First period, your Moorhead Spuds are on the board with the go-ahead goal from Hanukkah. I should turn my headset off to clear my throat. First, 56, Hanukkah. Near side corner of the West Fargo zone. It's going to be sent out through the neutral zone. Picked up by Johnson just inside of her own end. She sends it right back out. Leanna Williamson. Dumped into the Moorhead end. Picked up in the corner by Retzer. Retzer up off the boards to Hendrickson. Chipped around. It's going to end up on the stick of number 17. I'm going to have to check the game sheet for who that is. Shot from the far side is going to go just wide of the net. Will be cleared out by Hendrickson. She sends it right on Wilson. Near side of the West Fargo zone. Allmendinger shot goes wide of the net and into the far side corner. Oakes chips it down low. West Fargo tries to clear. Oakes is there to hold it. She sends it back down in. Taken by Kimberline back behind her own net. She'll have it stripped away. It's going to end up with Hassler out at center. Round onto the near side wall. Forward pass is intercepted by Allmendinger. She's going to carry it in far side. She looks for the shot, takes the shot. Wilson with the save and the cover. We'll be down to 6:58 here in the first. Face off far side of the Moorhead zone. Or the West Fargo zone, excuse me. Near side corner. Picked up by Cutter. She tries for the quick wrister that's going to get blocked in traffic. Will be taken the other direction by number 6, Elizabeth Williamson from West Fargo. She's got Cutter challenging her all the way in. She's going to get the shot away right onto the glove of Gilson in the Moorhead end. Through center, Kibitowski. She's got Lee centered up and waiting. She's going to be harassed in the corner by Williamson. Back behind the net, shovel shot by Shirley will get swallowed up by Wilson. Okay, so the clock mic is working. The clock camera is not. We'll figure that out here in a minute. Oakes, near side, back around behind the net to Hockett. Hockett centers it up. Nobody there. It's going to get stick back behind by Wilson. Right back to Hockett. Pocket in the corner. Ness steps in to help. Now Ness. She's going to come away with it. Takes the shot, goes wide. Down onto the near side boards. Held in by Retzer. Puck comes free and into the center of the top of the slot. It'll be cleared out all the way down into the Moorhead zone where it'll be picked up by Oakes. She'll take a trip back behind her own net, get held up in the near side corner. Shirley tries to help, gets taken down. 17 up to Leanna Williamson. They get sent down into the corner. Oakes near side, pocket. Now Ness chips it ahead to Shirley, one-on-one. She steers around, she goes in, takes a shot, stick saved by Wilson. Pocket is able to hold his own momentarily before having a poke checked away. And carried all the way down into the Moorhead end. Allmendinger is going to ride her right down into the corner. Brought around back behind the net. I will give you her name here in just a second. Wraparound shot is going to get covered up by Gilson. Hanukkah and Kimberline with the face on far side, held up along the boards now. Kimberline with the touch, bounces it to herself. With the default, Kimberline, puck will be sent around into the near side. Taken there by Hendrickson. Sent out to center. We'll end up with West Fargo. Carried into the Moorhead zone, Van Dam, kick save by Gilson. Allmendinger will pick it up back behind the net. Hannigan is able to chip it out to center. It's going to go all the way down. That one will be called back on icing. No icing, they were able to run it down. Dumped into the near side corner by Josephson. Cleared right back out by the Spuds. Trosen is going to fight her way all the way into the Moorhead end and have it stripped away by the Spuds. Everett across ice over to Lindbergh. Lindbergh dumps it into the corner. Down back behind the horn, held in by Retzer. The near side wall now, and chipped out to center by Van Dam. Van Dam crosses the red line, dumps it into the near side corner. It's going to be picked up by Johnson. She's going to smack it hard, try to clear it all the way out. It's going to get bounced around and then end up with Lindbergh, who's going to send it the length of the ice. That one will get called back on icing. Face-off near side is Dufault at number 17, still working on getting her name. Actually would have been Cutter facing off. Dufault clears it out to center. Far side Williamson. Stripped away by the Spuds, held in by Oakes. She's going to send it all the way around into the near side, where it'll be picked up by Lee in the corner. Now Josephson. Stripped away by Oakes. Dumped back in, cleared right back out. Going to be near side Asman. Taken back by the Spuds, dumped into the West Fargo zone by Oakes. Playable, no icing. shot put on Wilson will get covered up. Face-off will go to the far side of the Stampede zone between Shirley and Kimberline. Spuds are going to win the draw. Ness will have it down behind the net. She tries to bump it ahead to Hawk, and it's going to get turned back the other direction. Moorhead zone shot. Kimberline kick save at Gilson. Kimberline is going to end up with her own rebound. Tries to set it up. It's going to get turned right back onto the near side boards. Shirley will have it near side. 2-1-1 West Fargo zone shot. Shirley, and that one's going to get swallowed by Wilson, not allowing the chance of any rebound. She had Ness right there with her. All he needed was a loose puck. Into the near side corner. 3-3. I have no idea who it is. Ness is going to come away with it. Gets tripped up in the far side corner. Puck will come loose and into the near side. Allmendinger gets pinched up against the board. Puck will be sent the other direction. Along the far side, Johnson sends it all the way into the near side this time. Pocket. Centering pass, shot, and the goal! Pocket to Shirley with the backdoor slam. 2-1 Spuds with 18:15 to go here in the first. .5 Shirley. Stampede trying to capitalize. Going to have a shot from Hassler that'll go wide behind the net. Picked up by Ness, far side. She tries to hold it up against the boards to run the clock out and is successful in doing so. And I think we're going to take an ice break. So we'll be back here in just a little bit. Your Spuds are up 2-0 over West Fargo. We'll be back here in just a little while and hopefully have a clock cam when we get back. Apologies, I went to the wrong screen there. 15 minutes in the book, 30 minutes to go, start of the second period. Your Moorhead Spuds are taking on the West Fargo Stampede in game one of their home tournament. After the first period, your Moorhead Spuds are leading 2-0 on goals by Ella Hanukkah and Caitlin Shirley, with the assist going to Molly Hockett. Shots on goal for the first are going to be 10 for Moorhead, 7 for West Fargo. Hanukkah, Everett, and Hendrickson up front. Retzer, Dufault back, Gilson in net. Puck is going to be dumped into the Moorhead zone, picked up back behind the net. Centering pass shot just wide. Handled by Williamson. She's going to pick up her own rebound and throw it in behind Gilson, cutting this game 2-1 for West Fargo. And I need number 17. I'm guessing that must be Auden Harper, or Harper Auden. She's the only one that doesn't have a number. So we're going to call number 17 Harper. Auden. Back in front, or right out in front. Bouncing puck is going to be loose in the slot. We get steered over on the far side boards, held in by Allmendinger. Allmendinger, Steen shot, saved by Wilson. Face off far side is going to be Cutter and Gimberline. Right up along the near side boards, Oakes. Tipped into the corner, up off the wall by Gentic. Pinched up along the far side by Allmendinger. Allmendinger back, tries to send it back down in the corner. Gimberline tries to clear right into Oakes, who puts the shot on. Wilson. Rebound is going to get cleared out to the neutral zone. Gimberline. Ahead to Hassler. Hassler shot. Blocked by Cutter. Puck loose along the far side boards before being picked up by Cutter. He tries to send it ahead to Timotowski. It's going to be intercepted by the Stampede. Cross-ice pass from Trosen is going to be knocked away by the Spuds. Puck is going to end up back behind the net. Centering pass picked up by Lee. She's able to chip it ahead and out to herself. 2-on-3 going the other way. She takes it in, takes the shot. Josephson was standing right in front of it for the block. Timotowski up to Dufault. Dufault shot, kick save, puck loose. Rebound picked up by Lee, goes off the pipe. Dufault far side, down into the corner, Josephson. Shirley and Josephson. Van Dam comes in to help. Shovel shot, Shirley off the face mask of Wilson. Out in front, Hendricks, or Ness centers it up to Shirley. Shirley couldn't find that one. I don't know how Wilson got a glove on it. Near side corner, Shirley comes in to help Ness. It's going to be Trosen that comes away with it. Hockett is there to steal it away. Puck comes free in the corner. Centering pass, Johnson can't get a stick on it. It's going to slide all the way out to center. Shirley's going to go pick it up. Shirley up and off the boards ahead to Hockett. Hockett, Shirley, shot, glove save, Wilson. 11:44. I did get the clock cam to work. I guess that's what happens when you have about 3.5 minutes to set everything up and get everything working and get online. because your computer decided that it was update day. Hanukkah and Odin far side, Odin far side. Centering pass is going to be blocked by Odin. Hanukkah back behind the net. Out to Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries to send it across. It's going to get pushed over to the near side boards by Williamson. And taken out by Odin. Backhanded into the Moorhead zone by Elizabeth Williamson. It'll be picked up by Hanukkah behind her own net. Spuds look to clear. It's going to be held in by Hassler. Down at the near side corner. Centered pass will get turned away. Up to Gentic on the near side, who puts the shot high over the net. Moorhead controls back behind, looks to clear. Oakes is able to send it up and off the glass. It's going to go the length of the ice and get called back on icing. 10:49, 2-1 Moorhead lead. Face-off Steen and Gimmerline is going to go into the near side corner and all the way around behind the net. Collected by Van Dam. She tries to center it. Steen is there to block it. Steen out to center. She fights her way all the way down and into the West Fargo zone before having it chipped away by Gimmerline. Shot. Puck loose. Strand out in front. Kick saved by Wilson. It'll get tossed back behind the net. Johnson near side. Back down to Strand, stolen away by Guy. Kicked ahead to Huber. And Huber's going to send it all the way down into the Moorhead end. That one will get called back on ice. Face-off near side will be Steen and Trosen. But Johnson cross ice is going to be intercepted by Hassler. Hassler and Williamson take it the other direction, 2-on-1 before having it knocked away by Allmendinger. Dumped into the Moorhead zone by Williamson. That one again will get called back on icing. Faceoff is going to get taken right back out. Held in by Dufault. Ends up back behind the Moorhead net. Tibitowski. Lee. Over to Cutter. Centering pass comes up to Dufault. Dufault tries to send it back down. Dufault. Centering pass. Kicked out by Gentic. Stampede will come away with it. Bumped out to center. Dufault in the neutral zone. Tries to bump it up off the boards. Maybe a stick on the ice that sent it right back to her. Lee. Up into the air. Right into the glove of Wilson. So we'll go to the face-off on the glove side of Regan Wilson, the West Fargo goalminder. Cutter and Auden to square up. Auden is going to win the draw. Puck will be back behind the Moorhead net, or behind the West Fargo net. Tibitowski and Lee. It's going to be Auden that comes away with it on the far side. Cross ice over to Huber. Huber out through center, down into the Moorhead zone. Shot. Save made by Gilson. Ends up back behind the net. Centering pass comes all the way up. It's going to get spun out by Tibitowski. Now Lee, far side, brings it in. Shot. Save made by Wilson. Oakes on the near side is going to dump it in. Lee near side, back down into the corner. It'll go back behind the net to Hockett. Hockett over to Hendrickson. Finesse to Shirley for the goal. Spuds 3-1. So I think that progression was Hockett, Ness, and Shirley. Giving Spuds their 2-goal advantage back. Face-off out center is going to end up getting bounced around in the neutral zone momentarily, carried in offside by the Stampede. So we'll have a face-off near side just outside the Moorhead zone. Ness. Knocked down by Williamson. Tossed into the Moorhead zone, Oakes. She's got Gimberline in her back pocket. Puck comes free right onto the side of the net and under the glove of Gilson. So yeah, that one was Caitlin Shirley, with the assist going to Molly Hockett and Lauren Ness. Face-off is going to be far side between Gimberline and Hanukkah. Near sideboards, Everett. Ahead to Hanukkah. Hanukkah breaks the zone right through the middle. Puck is going to get stripped away by Leanna Williamson. Held in by the Spuds. Hanukkah gets it back, side of the slot. Knocked free and onto the near side boards. Johnson and Williamson are going to fight for it. Elizabeth Williamson. Behind the net, Rutson. Everett, near side, has her stick lifted. Elizabeth Williamson is going to come away with it out to center. Far side, Hassler. Hassler, shot the goal. 6:57, Hassler makes this a 3-2 Spuds lead. Ref was conferring with Hassler on who the assist came from. So it'll be Hassler with the goals, Elizabeth Williamson with the assist. Face off at center, Steen. It's going to be taken by Lindbergh. Strand, peeled away by Trosen, down in the near side corner and behind the net. Far side board dropped off for Josephson. Spuds are going to go away with a shot. Stick save by Wilson. Goes high into the air and then onto the near side board with Strand. Strand back behind the net, looks to center it up. Nobody home. She's going to send it all the way out to Hendrickson, and it's going to get bounced out to center. Hendrickson off the board just inside of her own zone. Strand chips it ahead. And he picked up by Guy just outside the West Fargo end. She's going to get pinched up along the far side board. Puck come free. Into the zone. Big pileup just inside the West Fargo zone, right in front of the Moorhead bench. It's going to get bumped loose finally onto the stick of Josephson, who takes it back behind her own net. She looks to set something up, takes it out, bumps it ahead to Van Dam at center. Oakes comes away with it. Timotowski. Cleared back out by Huber. Oakes, far side, just inside the Moorhead end. Cross ice over to Timotowski. Off the boards, Guy sends it the other direction to Almendinger. Almendinger across over to Oakes. Oakes is going to get pinched up just inside the Moorhead zone. Puck is bounced loose, but not quite out before being cleared by Oakes. Near side Guy. Ahead to Williamson. Back behind the Moorhead net, Gimberline far side. Centering pass, backhand is going to get covered up by Gilson. We will have exactly 5 minutes to go here in the second. 3-2 Moorhead lead. Face off far side is Gimberlin and Shirley. Gimberlin wins a draw. Drops it into Williamson, who takes a shot, ends up back behind the net. Spuds are able to clear it out the neutral zone. Johnson. We head to Hawk, near side. It's the poke checked away by Elizabeth Williamson. Up and off the board, Johnson to Hockett. Hockett dumps it in. All the way down into the far side corner. It'll be sent around to Shirley on the near side boards. Shirley wrap around, looks for the shot. Has it poke checked away by Auden just as she tries for the shot. Gimberline is going to come away with it on the far, down on the along the far side boards. Hockett, Johnson. Johnson flips it up and back in. Right on to Wilson. Wilson will cover it up.
Get them kids up.
Face-off near side is going to be won by Trosen. Stampede control back behind their own net. Steen is there to steal it away. Takes the shot, goes just wide. And into the near side corner. Everett and Hendrickson. Huber tries to clear, held in by Hendrickson. Back behind the net now with Josephson. Default. Puck into the slot, turned over to the far side by Guy. Guy around back behind the net. Will be flipped up off the boards by Josephson. Out to center, Van Dam. She's got Retzer in her back pocket, gonna be able to poke check it away. Van Dam shot picked up by Hendrickson. Hendrickson back behind the boards. Tries to take it off the wall. Shot from the far side is gonna get picked up right in the slot, taken out. Dumped in near side. It'll be Hendrickson back behind her own net. Off the boards to Hannigan. Out to center, Everett. And Guy, they're gonna pinch it up right there along the blue line. Pulled free by Hassler. Hassler shot high and wide of the net. And Retzer far side. Picked up by Williamson. Right out in front of Gilson. She's going to try to sweep it off to the side and end up having to cover it up. We'll have 2.5 minutes left here in the second. 3-2 Moorhead lead. Face off near side will be Auden and Steen. Allmendinger out. That one's going the length of the ice. I don't think it's going to quite, it's going to mend. It's not going to make it no call, no icing. Oaks near side, Strand. Chip backwards. Steen steps into Hope. Hope shot. Glove bounce up into the far side corner by Wilson. Out in front, shot from Williamson. Goes just wide of the net and back behind. Centering pass from back behind is going to get turned off to the side. Stampede are able to hold the zone before going for the change. Allmendinger's going to have it far side. Cross ice over to Oaks. Oaks is going to flip it up and out all the way down into the Stampede end. It's going to take him back behind the net by Josephson. Held in by Cutter. Shot. Puck loose out in front. Wilson is going to take a diving leap, get it covered up right before Cutter is able to get there and pick up her own rebound. Minute 18 to go. Face off far side. Cutter and Gimberline. It's going to be held by the Spuds. Cross ice from Dufault is going to be intercepted by Huber. Out to center and dumped into the Moorhead zone by Van Dam. Gimberline. Taken away by the Spuds. Lee. Out to center. Cutter to Lee. Lee shot. High and tight over the top of the net. Will end up in the near side corner. Back out through center, Huber. Huber, near side. She's going to get pushed into the near side board by Johnson, but is still able to get the shot on Gilson. Gilson knocks it down and covers it up. Near side, Shirley and not Gimberline, Trosen. Oaks. Back to Hendrickson. Ahead to Ness. Into the Stampede zone. Collected by Gentic. Taken behind the net and flipped off the near side corner, or the far side corner. Leanna Williamson out to center. Hendrickson up off the boards. Tries to clear it. It's going to be the Stampede that'll come away with it. Costly down into the corner. Up to Gentic. Gentic has it knocked free by Ness. Puck will end up down in the far side, or the near side corner, and that is how we're going to wrap up this second period. 30 minutes in the book, 15 minutes to go. We'll be back here in just a minute. For some reason, I always forget to turn that thing off. Just making sure you're awake coming back here to start the third. It's 3-2 Moorhead lead after two. Shots for the second are 16 for Moorhead, 6 for West Fargo. 13 for the game, 26 for Moorhead. Faceoff is going to end up down in the Moorhead end and back behind the net, pinched up along the wall. Dean Johnson, two mystery West Fargo skaters. Can't tell who it is. Centering pass is going to get kicked away by Johnson. Comes up to Van Dam, who sends it down deep. Steen is able to clear the zone far side. Strand carries it in, looks for the shot. She's going to have a West Fargo skater all the way down and in. She's able to dig it down right onto the doorstep of Wilson. And he get pushed away and taken out through center. Sent high into the Moorhead zone by Williamson. Cleared right back out by the Spuds. It's going to be Leanna Williamson near side. Chipped in by Gimberline. She's got Cutter right there to harass her all the way into the corner. Centering pass, shot! Save made by Gilson. Near side boards, puck bounced around. Spuds look to clear. It'll be held in by Leanna Williamson in the near side corner. Almonding up off the boards, out through center. It's going to float just inside of the West Fargo zone before being smacked cross ice by Leanna Williamson. Almonding across ice to Tibetowski. He's able to clear it out. Sent the length of the ice by Leanna Williamson. That one's going to be called back on icing. 13 minutes exactly here in the third. Face off near side West Fargo zone is going to be a one by Cutter, handled by the Spuds. Near side boards, it'll get pushed back behind the net. Out of the neutral zone, Lee is able to break it loose. And that'll be default. Default out of the Moorhead end. Default. Back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson ahead to Cutter. Then Tibetowski. Tibetowski far side. Over to Lee. Lee tries to bring it in. She's ended up having it poke checked away. Is able to get it back. Gets it to centers it up to Tibetowski. Takes the shot that goes just wide. Stampede is able to clear. Poke checked away by Johnson from Trosen. He dumped in back behind the net where Oakes will go get it. Shirley with the intercept. She's going in. Breakaway shot. Down the goal. That puts the Spuds back up by 4-2. With 11:40 to go here in the third. That's going to be the hat trick for Shirley. 11:40, I think I said. Held up along the far side boards before being pulled free by Hassel. Hassel carries it in. Takes the shot. That'll be blocked by Johnson right into her wrist, looks, and it doesn't look like it felt that good. Hanukkah and Gimberline near side of the Moorhead end. Centering pass from Elizabeth Williamson. He's going to go over to the far side to have a shot taken on Gilson. She'll get covered up. Retzer near side, dumps it in. Right on to Wilson, who will cover it up. Face-off near side between Gimmerline and Hanukkah is going to be won by Gimmerline. Hanukkah introduces her to the ice and is able to push the puck back onto the back wall. Out to center, Dufault dumps it in, near side, Spuds offside. Face-off near side. It's going to be Hanukkah and Trosen. Cleared right back out of the Stampede zone by Hassler. She tries to break the Moorhead end. It's going to be cleared out by Allmendinger. Cross ice, Hanukkah. Hanukkah Retzer, 2 on nobody. Hanukkah brings it in, looks for the shot. Puck bounces. Kick save made by Wilson. And he gets steered back behind the net by Hassler. End up in the corner. It's going to be Trosten that comes away with it. All the way around to the far side. Retzer is there to knock it free. Steen holds it up against the wall. Comes out far side. It's going to be Hassler that takes it out through center. Down into the Moorhead end. Cleared out by Retzer. That one's going to go the length of the ice. That one will get called back on icing. I guess it won't. I did not see who touched it or what touched it, but there was no call on that one. But this time I think we're going to get a call for offside. Far side of the neutral zone. Cross ice to Van Dam. Shot. Puck loose out in front of Gilson after the save. Will get steered over to the near side boards. Lindbergh to Steen. And Lindbergh is going to have the first penalty of the game. So with 8:59 to go, the Stampede go on the power play. I believe the call was roughing. Let me double check that. Penalty-free game until just now. Top of the slot, or from the point shot, kick save made by Gilson. She's going to get it covered up. Yes, that was correct. It was roughing. Minute 45 to go on the PDA. Face-off near side of the Moorhead zone will be Cutter and Gimmerline. Off the boards, Cutter is able to clear it out. Stampede will have to reset. It's going to be Leanna Williamson back in her own zone. Stampede centering pass right to Allmendinger, right up into her hand. She's able to steer it back behind the net. Gimmerline near side center. She tries to send it cross ice. It'll be blocked by Cutter. She's going to get it back, take it right down in and put it on Gilson. 11 minute and 15 seconds left on the West Fargo power play. Face off near side, Odden and Shirley is going to end up with the Spuds. before being stolen away by Huber. She's going to get a shot onto Gilson. It'll go right into her gloves. Face-off will go to the far side. Oddman Shirley again. Oddman's going to win the draw. Oaks will end up with the puck down in the far side corner. Huber steps in to help. She's able to pull it away, takes a shot. Stick save made by Gilson. She'll shove it back behind the net. Over to the far side corner again. Oaks. Loose back behind the net. Now it's Allmendinger centering pass out to Auden. Auden with the backhand that goes off the side of the net. Oaks is going to come away with it. Up off the boards. Held in by Leanna Williamson. Allmendinger back behind the net. Now Shirley. She's able to chip it out right to the stick of Leanna Williamson. She sends it ahead to Trosen. Trosen is able to put the shot on Gilson. It'll get knocked down. Another save by Gilson that'll find its way all the way out to center. 6 seconds left on the power play. One more shot. That one's going to go back behind the net. Spuds back at full strength. Near side shot from Wilson. Leanna Williamson is going to get knocked down. Spuds are going to come away with it. Ness far side. Kick right back into the Moorhead zone will be Dufault. Down into the corner. She's going to send it behind the net and onto the far side boards to Ness. Johnson steps in to help. Shirley's able to come away with it. She flips it up high off the boards out to center. Hawkins tries to center it up. It's going to go off the skate of Williamson. Now Shirley near side down in the corner. Pocket behind the net, centering pass. Shirley with the goal. 6-12. Shirley is going to find the backdoor pickup, giving the Spuds a 3-goal advantage. Face-off between Auden and Hanukkah is going to be controlled by the Stampede. Brought into the Moorhead end, Guy. Poked away to Hassler, shot, save made by Gilson. Everett, far side, out to center, has a poke checked away. It'll end up with Oaks. Stolen away by Huber, dumped into the Moorhead zone. Hendrickson off the boards. Out to center, Leanna Williamson. Moorhead end, Huber, or Hendrickson. Hendrickson tries to clear. It's going to be held in by Leanna Williamson. Stolen away by Retzer. Retzer out to center, 1-on-4. Spuds go for the change. Center ice, Everett has it stolen away by Leanna Williamson. She's going to dump it in. Turned out by the Spuds. That one's going to go all the way down into the West Fargo end into Josephson. All the way out to center. Spuds will have to reset Allmendinger. Allmendinger backhand to Johnson. Johnson back over to Allmendinger. Cross ice is picked off by Trosen, and the Stampede end up offside. Off the board and into Allmendinger. Cross ice to Johnson. Johnson ahead to Steen. Steen touches it up. That one's going to go all the way down and get called back on icing. Face off far side between Gimmerline and Steen. Gets steered over onto the far side boards. Strand chips it out to center. Hassler picks it up. Hassler brings it in 2-on-1. Johnson is there to block it. Hassler comes away with it. Shot goes off the side of the net. She comes away with her own rebound. Tries to carry it around. Spuds are able to find a way to clear it. Steen off the far side boards. Poke checked away by Gimberline. Out to center, Allmendinger. Lindbergh backhands it into the West Fargo zone, picked up along the near side boards by Josephson. Gimberline dumps it into the Moorhead zone, picked up by Johnson. Johnson out to Lee, can't hang on to it. It's going to be Josephson. Sends it right back in behind the Moorhead net. Cutter to Allmendinger. Out to Lee at center. Leonard push it into the West Fargo end and pinch it up just inside the zone along the near side boards. Allmendinger steps in to help. Centering pass from Cutter goes through the crease and all the way onto the far side boards and out to center. Allmendinger goes back for it. Handled by Ott, poked away by Cutter. Dumped in by Williamson. Off the boards and out through center. Lee is going to give chase. It'll be picked up by Elizabeth Williamson just inside of her own zone. She's going to have it poked away by Timotowski, who puts a little shot on Wilson. Kick saved by Wilson. Puck goes behind the net. Timotowski gets tripped up by Odden. Odden is going to come away with it back behind her own net. Out the center, off the boards. That one's going to float all the way down past the goal line and get called back on icing. Face off far side with 2:15 to go here in the third. It's going to be Shirley and Odden. Shirley and Trosen. Backhanded down into the corner by Johnson. Pocket. Pitched up along the board, Shirley. Shirley Hockett to West Fargo's. West Fargo comes away with it. They're able to clear it out to center. Oaks will end up with it out of the neutral zone. Cross ice over to Johnson. Johnson has it stolen off her stick by Trosen. Trosen tries to center it up, and it's going to be intercepted by Johnson. Hockett's going to flip it out to Ness, center ice. Ness off the boards, down into the corner. She brings it around behind the net, tries for the wraparound, goes off the side of the cage. She'll get her own rebound, sends it back the other direction to Oaks on the far side. Oaks around the horn, onto the near. West Fargo comes away with it. They're able to clear it out to center. Up and off the boards. It'll be Hockett that's able to chip it free. Dumped into the Moorhead zone by Elizabeth Williamson. Johnson, near side. Held in by Williamson. Tossed back behind the net, Oaks. Spuds are trying to clear. Johnson able to come away with it. It's going to be Van Dam. Shot goes through the crease and into the near side corner. Gimberline. Shirley. Now Hockett. Hockett is able to clear it out. It's going to slide just inside the West Fargo zone before being picked up by Guy. Elizabeth Williamson, cross ice, off the boards. Gimberline shot right into the glove of Gilson. We'll be down to 24.2 seconds here in the third. (5-2) Moorhead lead. Odden and Hannigan near side. Chipped into the corner, Allmendinger. Hannigan comes in to help. Huber's trying to set it up. Allmendinger is there to hold it back behind the net. Burning clock, 12 seconds. Stolen away by Huber. She tries to center it up. Spuds come away with it. Threats are along the near side boards. It's going to come up to Josephson at the point. Spuds are able to clear it out. That one's going to float all the way down into the West Fargo zone. And that is how this game is going to end. Your Moorhead Spuds are victorious in game one by a final of 5-2. They will be back in action tomorrow morning against somebody. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but the time is going to be 11 a.m. So make sure you hit that subscribe and notify button on your YouTube channel so you know when we go live in the morning. And my camera operator is flying through it, and he's going to find it for me. It's going to be Mountain View, Ironside, St. Paul. That's going to be a mouthful to try to say tomorrow. We'll see if we can get through it. So anyhow, hit that subscribe and like and notification buttons. We'll be back tomorrow. For my camera operator, Mike Hansen, I'm Seth. This has been a production of Krabby Toad Studios. We'll see you again tomorrow.